Hello, folks.
Hey
Ryan here
everyone.
with Natural Aquariums. Joined today with Kevin here, Kevin's Canines and Aquatics. We're so happy that you stopped by here another Wednesday night. Already got some people in here.
Thank you all for joining us.
Indeed, indeed. We got
I
S,
see
first one in the
S,
house.
3G,
3G.
Sandy.
Mm-hmm. Awesome, awesome.
Hello, you guys.
So, I know that all of the people currently in the chat, probably know Kevin pretty well. And as I've gotten to know Kevin, the last, I don't know, month or two, really, probably, right? That have been
Yeah,
been out at your channel over there a little bit.
we've been
So,
talking quite a bit. It's been fun.
yeah, for sure. And this Kevin is honestly, one of the reasons I'm able to do this stream. I decided to start doing a stream and needed a little bit of advice on how to, work these computer applications and, different options and stuff like that. So, Kevin was very, very helpful and getting me going with this. So I appreciate that, Kevin. Oh,
Of course,
Dee
no
Dee,
problem.
Deborah's here as well.
Hey, Dee Dee.
So, for anybody lurking or catching it on the replay, or if new people come in here, I don't know. I guess I'll give you a little bit of an introduction, if you don't mind, and then you can feel free to correct anything that I
Of course.
may get wrong or would like to add to. But Kevin's a 20-year-old aquarium hobbyist, has a YouTube channel, Kevin's Canines and Aquatics, and it just we share an interest here, having fish in our houses and in our rooms and stuff like that. Kevin was kind enough to have me on his stream, as a guest, not just up on a panel. And I'm happy to return the favor, I guess, or or whatever it is that I've done here. Oh, Danikin's in the house.
Patty.
And
Kenny,
Patty.
Hey, you.
Patty's saying hello to Natch and Snatch. So, yeah. Hello to you people, too, whoever that is referring to. Got the Kenny E shirt, Danikin, the back of it, all on display here, as I have before.
Nice.
So, Kevin, I don't know, maybe tell people, like we said, a lot of people know who you are, but how about you tell people about, your channel or what you do or whatever.
So I am a 20-year-old visually impaired tropical fish keeper. I have 8 tanks now.
Nice.
I have 1 brackish, but I have, I think, 8. Yeah, 8 last time I checked. 8 tanks. Mainly I got 3 Neocaridina tanks. I've got a CPV and a Pleco tank, a guppy tank, which I might change to a pygmy sunfish tank or a seahorse tank. We'll see.
Oh, wow.
I've got an angelfish tank, and my newest acquisition, a mud skipper.
Yeah. How's the mud skipper doing?
Pretty good. The water's clearing up, although I don't really think it matters, but yeah. Doing pretty well.
Awesome. Glad to hear that. Yeah, he probably stirs things up in there from time to time. And have you added some salts to the 40? Because you're gonna put them in that 40 behind you, right?
Oh,
That's the
heck
plan.
yeah, I already did. Yeah, no, I did that.
Okay, so I guess you have 2 brackish tanks, right?
Yeah, but nothing's really in it, so
Yeah, that's a good point. I always kind of think about whether I should count tanks that I have that don't currently have any livestock in them, or maybe just have some snails chilling in there, or what. Do you count those? I don't know. I
hey
always have to
Jesse.
run through the whole house and count them up anyways. I usually just tell people I got about 15 tanks or something like that. Yeah.
Around there.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I'll have to run through my head. Okay, there's 3 in the living room now, 1 in here, and yeah, have to go add them up every single time.
Dee Dee, I don't know. Is that possible? I like all of my tanks. I'm trying to get that tank aquascaped, and I think once I get that one aquascaped, it will look really, really nice. But
Which one?
As far as fish wise, the 40 breeder for the mud skipper. But as far as a favorite tank or as far as livestock,
yeah,
I like all of my tanks. Yes, Dee Dee, I am going to rectify that pretty soon. I'm planning on taking that 40, making that into the mud skipper tank, taking that 20, making that into a pygmy sunfish tank, and then taking the 10-gallon tank on the bottom and making that a seahorse tank. Yeah, I know. I'm going to rectify that. Definitely going to rectify that.
Yeah, just kind of a work in progress, right?
Always shuffling fish around.
Mm-hmm. So that's the next big thing for you, right? As far as I understand, is you need to find some rock to help sturdy up that slope of sand you've built in the 40 breeder.
Yeah, although I have no idea. I don't know how it's going to turn out because I don't know what the heck I'm going to be getting at Fishtoberfest. So we'll see how that goes.
yeah, Fishtoberfest. So you're coming then?
Yeah.
Nice. You got plane ticket all lined up?
It's non-refundable, so I'm gonna get it, but I'm going. Got a place to stay, so yes, I am going.
Oh, sweet.
I haven't gotten the plane ticket only because it's non-refundable.
Yeah. Gotcha.
And we thought we'd wait. But besides that, yep. No, I'm definitely going.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm really pumped up. I think probably
excited.
Everybody in here knows this too, but Fishtoberfest is a local swap meet that we're having here in my neck of the woods. It's hosted by the Greater Portland Aquarium Society that myself is involved in on the board. Kenny is our president with Canines Aquatics. So yeah, Ken has put in a ton of work to get this kind of event going, and we plan on doing it every single year. There's a whole bunch of other people that have really helped out and stepped up to help this thing become as successful as it has so far. And yeah, I'm pretty excited for it for sure.
I know I am.
Yep. So my big focus has been trying to propagate a whole bunch of plants so I can go share some plants with people at the swap there. So I'm going to be sharing a table there with another gentleman. And yeah, it's going to be a whole host of different people that have tables there and wonderful speakers and everything. So yeah, super, super pumped.
I'm assuming Patty is talking about the Keystone Clash.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think I had heard that she's going to do that,
and not Fishtoberfest. Although that will be very cool.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. for sure. And yeah, I mean, Keystone Clash has been going on for years. So yeah, it's that's probably even a bigger event, at this point, since
But
Fishtoberfest is so new at this point.
but I will say though that I am very excited for Fishtoberfest because it is in our neck of the woods and not all the way on the East Coast.
Well, yeah, and that was part of the idea of this thing too, is that
Which was great.
unfortunately the West Coast really hasn't had much
Thank
as
you.
far as fish events lately that that I'm aware of. 2 years ago or so, a year and a half ago, the ACA was supposed to be there over by you in Sacramento, but
Yes.
that didn't happen. And so yeah, it's nice that us West Coast people get something for once, as far as that goes. It was kind of interesting, watching Kenny explain to people in our club what a fish swap even is, because we just don't have them here in this neck of the woods. And yeah, so just excited to get there.
Hey, Mystery Snail Guardians. How are you, Ivy?
Nice.
Yeah, but well, because they've also got a good lineup too, which is great, of people speaking. So I'm excited.
Yeah, and that's really where amongst other things, Kenny really shined in helping get all that stuff going and all those wonderful speakers. Yeah, it's hard to beat that lineup. That's for sure.
Let's see. You've got Jason.
Yep.
From Redfish Bluefish. Mm-hmm. You've got Dan from Dan's Fish speaking. Yep. You've got Alex from The Secret History Living in Your Aquarium. Mm-hmm. And then Lawrence Kent is also speaking, right?
Yep. And then one more, Lucas Brett's also.
Can't forget Lucas.
So yeah, 4 scientists and a mad scientist no shame on Lucas, man. He's certainly one of my favorites, and really happy to have him coming back to Portland. Got to meet him a couple years ago, or a year and a half. I don't know, yeah, probably a couple of years ago now, I guess. He came and spoke at our club, and so yeah, that was really cool to meet him. Yeah,
Alex is speaking, isn't he? Or is Alex not speaking?
Alex is speaking. Yep,
okay,
certainly is.
Good. I'm like, I thought he was speaking, but I could be wrong.
Yep. Yeah,
hey,
Alex can speak on so many different subjects, so it'll be interesting to see what he comes with. I don't know if I watch his channel, from time to time. He streams a couple of times a week, so that's a lot of information to take in. But yeah,
I always tell him I have to wait. I can't always watch every one. I have to watch every other one, because just getting through one video, I have to digest all of that wonderful info.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's the other thing, is that you gotta I gotta pause. I end up never live because I gotta pause it for one reason or another. I also listen to some of these streams when I'm doing water changes and stuff like that, and there's something. Oh, I don't want to miss it. I'll just go pause it. Or got to go turn on the water, turn off the water, whatever the case may be. So yeah, Mystery Snail Guardians. Jeez, I did it too. Yeah, everybody does it. I think I typed that once too, and I swear I typed in Guardians, but it auto-corrected to Gardens. I probably mistyped Guardians, but yes, welcome. Another local person to this area. I think they live in the same town that I do, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I did not realize that Ivy lived near you.
Now, I don't know Mystery Snail Garden's name, but isn't Ivy Bunny Viper, or are they both Ivy?
Oh, no, you're right. I'm sorry. You're right.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah,
They
you're
seem
right.
pretty
I don't
laid
remember
back,
her name.
you know.
I don't remember her. Yeah, now that I think about it, I don't think she's mentioned her name. But yeah, you are
Maybe
right.
she hasn't mentioned it for sure.
Thank
For
you.
sure.
You are right. Bunny Viper is Ivy. Thank you.
Oh,
But yeah, that's awesome. Hello, Holly.
yeah. Holly's here. Fish freaks. I think we're fish freaks. Definitely.
Yeah, I'm not so sure. I think I need like 10 more tanks.
Yeah. You want to get more and more, huh?
Always.
Yeah.
Always trying to find room for another tank.
I always try to kind of limit myself to like kind of getting my most recent tank or trying to get all my tanks like real close to exactly how I want them, so they're all just kind of dialed in before I start another project.
It
But
was no
yeah,
fun.
I agree. I'm always wanting more and stuff like that, or not always. I did downgrade at one point, but then I've since then kind of ramped back up. So everybody I think's got to find that kind of happy medium where they can provide some good care for however many tanks that they have, whether it's one or two, or if you're like Ken and Danny and you're crazy and you got like 70 plus or something. But even them, they're trying to go to larger tanks now versus a tons of small ones and stuff like that. So everybody's got their limitations at some point, I think. I don't know. I guess there's examples otherwise, basically, but yeah, that's how I do it. Oh yeah, so Dee Dee here's mentioning those snail care packages.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
did you not?
I saw Rico did an unboxing of one, and some of the there's that that snail care package was very cool, and then some of those other materials that were in there. What's the other channel or company that's associated with that? Can't remember. I'm sure.
Give me a second. It's Crayfish Empire.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's what I was trying to think of. Yeah.
I'm like, I know what it is. Just give me a sec.
I've been looking at those shrimp lollipops on there a couple of times. Haven't pulled the trigger quite yet, but
yeah. Well, I also hear that some of the snail food is also very good. So
yeah, and I was thinking, I don't know,
thinking about that too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I imagine some of the snail foods, could be used for neocardinia shrimp and stuff like that as well. So probably some other uses beyond snails. And I've considered my 55 gallon, which currently houses some
here we go.
longfin albino plecostomus and the melanitania bozemanii. It's also kind of a ram's horn snail breeding ground. So sometimes I pull some ram's horns out of there and feed them to my fahaka. So yeah,
that's awesome.
It might help to have some actual snail food for them as well.
I love your fahaka, and I love that you're able to have one too.
Yeah, I feel
that's so cool.
Yeah, there's been a few fish over the years that I always wanted. Some of them are these two right here behind me, the Ultim Angels, and in fact, I got my Wet Spot shirt on today. It has some Ultim Angels on the back, a pair of Ultim Angels on the back. So it says like the ultimate or ultimate one-stop shop or something like that. And for the most part, I would say that's pretty true. The Wet Spot's gonna generally have just about everything you're looking for.
They have. I'm a little bit worried when I come. I'm just a tad bit worried when I come.
Yeah. So you're planning on staying the night and maybe hitting up the wet spot the next day or something?
Oh, heck yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean it's cool just to see the wet spot, you know. So if you spend all your money at Fishtoberfest, don't feel too bad. You know, it's just worth going to the wet spot to actually see it. You know, it's hard to describe. There's so many tanks, so much variety, and yeah, it's really kind of impressive. And there's other cool stores around here as well.
Hey, Foxy.
Couple of local stores are other that aren't the wet spot are sponsoring the Guppus Fishtoberfest event as well. So there's other cool stores around the Portland area, and other sponsors that are away as well. So yeah,
that's awesome. That's really cool. I'm so excited you guys are doing it.
Speaking of snails, huh?
Hello, Foxy.
Yeah, welcome. Appreciate you stopping by.
Her ears were tingling.
I guess so. So I've been catching some of your videos lately, man. You're like, not your streams, but your regular video content. And I've really enjoyed those videos. Yeah.
Well, I can't take all of the credit for them. A lot of it was Posiwi. She did quite a bit of editing, and she's been helping out with that. So that's been great.
Awesome.
I've been, really happy about that.
Yeah, but, you should be. That's awesome. Yeah.
I think she's been doing a great job with them.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely. But the vacation videos that especially the one with the underwater footage, and then you and your dog on that more recent one. Oh, wow. I can just come. Oh, you let him in right then. Okay. I thought that was me. I mentioned your dogs, and they appear.
Yeah, no, they're good dogs. Although you are very mischievous.
Man, I think they're adorable. I always love to see them.
Yeah, I know. They're adorable. That's part of the problem. They're so adorable. I can't stay upset with them.
Yeah, they get away with too much because of that.
Especially you. Hey, you. Hey, girl. How are you? But yeah, so these are my two canines, and
hey, Peplin.
He is my guide dog, and
so what's his name again? I forget.
Fender. Like the guitar or bumper.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that'll help me remember maybe.
I forgot quite a bit in the very beginning because I didn't name him, so I always forgot, and I had to always remind myself what it was originally.
That's funny.
I catch myself once in a while calling him Kelly.
Oh, okay, Kelly. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so we have a dog, and when we got her from the local Humane Society, and she had a name that I really didn't care for too much. So we decided to change her name, and it's certainly different in your situation where, they're providing, they've been trained to some degree.
I probably would have, but he has to use that name in a year. Yeah, so or 6 months now, I guess, because I've had him since April. But yeah,
well, and I think that's a cool name. Especially once you throw the guitar thing in there. It adds a little cool factor for sure.
Yeah, and he's a good boy. He's a good boy, but he can be a little bit mischievous. He's a puppy still.
Yeah.
Labs till they're like 4, they're puppies. So, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yep, indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about how old my dog is. So.
Always hungry. Fender enjoys going into the backyard and trying to find some food out there.
Always in search of food, huh?
Well, somebody decided to leave the tomatoes on the floor outside. I think they were garden picked tomatoes. And somebody decided to leave them on the floor outside. And guess who got to them?
Fender.
Yeah.
I nailed it.
Like the ones outside. He's a good dog, but he can be very mischievous. It's funny.
Hard to pass up a fresh tomato. Steven, hello. Looking forward to next week, buddy.
Hello, Steven. Did we miss anybody else? I don't think so. So
Sandy says that she loves that I rescued my dog, and yeah, I just wanted to maybe speak on that a little bit. That I think there's sometimes a misconception that people won't get a good dog when they get them in from those situations, and there's people that can accept all sorts of different types of dogs and stuff, but man, we are just really blessed and happy with what we got with her and stuff. And we can, like I said, she's 4 now. She was maybe almost 3 or something. We've had her a little over a year. I think if I got this math all right, it might be 3 to 5 in those 2 years. I don't know, time's flying by, but she's been a wonderful dog, and would definitely do it again, but not for a while, because one dog's plenty for me.
Yeah. I had her 8 years? I think it was around, I've had her for 8 or so years. So it was about time.
Yeah.
Hi, Ivy. There she is.
Oh, wow. We just speak of people and they show up?
Yep.
Impressive.
Upper, in or out? I guess it's okay now. I'll just leave it open.
There you go. Easy access. So did you do any fishy activities today or recently?
Besides what I've already been doing, not too much.
Yeah.
Just trying to figure out what to do for that tank. Moved a few things around. Want to get a few plants and other items for my tank, but besides that, no. Just enjoying the tanks.
Nice.
I did a water change on the mud skipper tank, and he's actually more active. He's been more active lately, so that's been good.
Oh, cool. Good deal. So you're getting to see him a little bit more then?
Well, no. So I've been seeing him. He's just more active than he was. I think he's getting more acclimated to that tank, and then of course I'm going to move him to the other tank. But
sure, getting a little more comfortable there.
It's a bigger tank, so
that'll be good. Yeah. I think that'll be a nice environment for him,
But
and so Dee Dee was asking about plants in a brackish water tank, and I believe you did some research on that, right?
So, yes, I have. The main 4 or 5 that I have researched and that you can put in a brackish water tank is Java fern, Java moss, cryptocorn windidae. There's a palm that you can also put in there, but I'm blanking on what the name of it is. And then Anubias. There's a palm plant that you can put in it.
Mm-hmm. I know like Kenny does mangroves, but those things get huge.
I think somebody told him once. What it was.
Okay, somebody told him once that you can trim those and stuff. But I don't have any experience with those. But a lot of those other plants, I certainly do. If you're gonna have some like wood out of the water or something like that, or rocks out of the water, the Java fern would be cool to grow some of that immersed like out of the water and stuff. So that's given some of that information, that's kind of what I would kind of go for and stuff. And then I imagine you want things that are kind of hardy too and tough, because I'd imagine, and I don't know, but that mud skippers can, if they wanted to, they could be pretty rough on plants and stuff. So yeah, kind of like the Anubias thing there too, if you can get that to work out in there. But you really never know until you try.
Yeah. Also trying to figure out for that 40 how I want to do it, because I do know that they like mud and bank, so that I'm thinking about how I want to do that. But
yeah, I don't know if I don't know. I might skip the mud part so you can see them and they're not stirring everything up all the time. But yeah, but I think you had mentioned yeah, right, exactly. I think you had mentioned at one point, and I don't know if anyone's done this or anything, but some clay maybe will not murk the water up quite as much, but still provide some of that kind of environment or something. So yeah, that might be interesting. But yeah, obviously, maybe more research to be done there.
What?
Did you see Bunny Viper's comment? We weren't talking trash. We weren't talking trash. It's all good. Yeah, there's Kenny with the red mangroves. And yeah, I think there's a way to trim those up and maybe try to keep them short, because they'll grow up. They can get tall. They can get huge. I just don't know if they're like a stem plant where you could literally just clone them and cut the tops off and replant them, that they'll grow like that. But if they were, that'd be easy enough to do. Yeah, I think I saw like Zenzo's tank with them, and I've seen Kenny's. I've seen Kenny's in person, and it's kind of surprising how big they get. They can get like 6 inches easy, and really cool without the plants, and this is the planted tank stream, so always cooler if you can add plants, in my opinion. There's Jimmy P in the house. Welcome.
Hello, Jimmy P.
So like him and Kenny with Danikin were involved in the fantasy football, so really excited to get that started up here. In fact, I think football might start tomorrow, Thursday night.
Nice.
Yeah, NFL season.
Oh yeah, because they had the preseason. So yeah, they just finished. Didn't they just finished it, right? Preseason.
Yeah, I think they just finished preseason.
Right?
I think you're right. So Kenny says, I don't want to cut anything that I got to grow. LOL.
Yeah, I saw that comment.
Yeah, yeah. So, and sometimes, I mean, if things are going good, don't mess with them, right? I hear you there. Oh, show. All right. So, yeah, I did a thing this week. Kevin already knows about it, but yeah, I got an RO unit and I hooked it up yesterday. So that's something new to me. I've been keeping fish for almost 40 years and haven't felt the need to invest in one before, but now I do have some Caradinia shrimp, and I have some species that would probably benefit from a little softer water than what I get out of the tap here. So found a real good deal on just a real small kind of basic RO DI system, but it is 4 stages, and yeah, hooked it up last night and it produced 0 TDS right off the bat. So must have done something right.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting to, delve into this and learn a little bit about it. I was planning on making a video just kind of talking about, how I set it up and showing off the particular one I got.
Don't you have very low TDS as it is though? Or is it like 150?
Oh, it's like 140. Yeah, so
Okay.
it's pretty middle of the road, and I'm, yeah, I've been very happy with it, and it's allowed me to keep most stuff anyway. So, yeah, it's not something I really needed outside of those Caradinia shrimp, which that would be at the high level of it, and then as things break down in the tank, they create waste, and you add food in there, things can get away from there pretty quick if you're at that upper limit for that species. And so yeah, it'll be nice to have that RO water. When I just bought RO water from the grocery store because it's such a small tank previous to having that system, so I still had ways to provide for them until I had this. But yeah, made 5 gallons, last night after I set it up, and then made another, 5 gallons today. And today I timed it out a little bit, and it made 5 gallons in like I said, this is a smaller system. It made 5 gallons in like an hour and 15 minutes or so. So yeah, that'll be fine for me for the time being. And I guess you are able to kind of upgrade the system and add on to it to produce more if you want to in the future, or replace certain components of it fairly easy, because even though it's a kit, it's really not a whole lot different than even the bigger, more expensive stuff.
Yeah.
Deborah got a radio hooked up. That's good. Always got to have some tunes. You like listening to music at all, Kevin?
Yes.
Mainly just Stephen P. 2003 and Danny Weshy jams and stuff like that. Foxy, she's got another song there. I got some musical types in here.
So I like, yeah. So I like the fish ones.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely like the fish ones, although sometimes I'll catch myself where it just keeps on going over and over in my head. Thank you very much, you guys.
Oh yeah, me too, for sure. For sure. And then
Ivy.
What really gets crazy is like with Danny's songs with the parodies. I guess Foxy's is the same way. Then I start singing like half the parody and half the original song. It's all mixed up, and I'm singing it around the house and annoying my family, I'm sure.
Yep.
But yeah, I find that music oftentimes puts me in a good mood. So yeah, RODI.
Oh, got it. She says it was supposed to be RODI, but it changed it to radio.
Oh, okay. You know, we had a little music segment there, so that's fine. But yeah, okay. So she got one set up too. Awesome. I get it now. What would I do without you, Kevin?
I don't know.
Another vote for adopted dogs here.
I think it's 50 gallons per day, right?
The one I got is 50 gallons per day. Although,
sorry, that's what S's comment was, and I didn't know if you saw it, so that's why.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think I quite got there yet, but yeah, 50 gallons per day is what it's rated as. So, you know, different systems will be rated, you know, 50, 100, 150, 200 gallons, whatever, as far as, you know, what they can produce. And then that's, as far as my understanding, like I said, I'm just getting into this stuff, but that's kind of, you know, an area of what it may produce. You know, I would imagine if, you know, like I said, my TDS is 140 to start with. So if it was 450 to start with, I'd imagine it's going to, you know, slow down the production of it. And then I also imagine that as the, you know, membranes and the filters consume the stuff in my water, that they'll, you know, produce less and less. Like I said, I created 5 gallons in about an hour and 15 minutes. So yeah, I don't know what the math is over 24 hours of that, but yeah, I'm quite a bit more than 50 gallons right now. So I don't know, we'll see how it goes.
Well, I'm sure that it also depends what PSI and how much cred you got in that tank already.
Yeah.
Or in your waterway.
Yeah, exactly. And then I think there's things like even temperature can play a role in that too.
Oh, huh.
No. Yeah, I had to read through the instruction booklet last night, so I made sure I set everything up right and everything.
Yeah,
so,
see, and I don't have a RODI unit, so I have no clue. But I have done some research.
Nice. Yeah, and your water there is really soft. It's not much in there.
Yeah, it was interesting because 2 days ago, Tozawa was saying that his water was very weird, and I'm like, yeah, I know, that's my problem too. I think he would do much better with Caridina than Neo Caridina. I'm doing Neo Caridina right now because I know they are easier to keep. Although in my water, they're probably Caridina are going to be easier to keep, just because I'd most likely have to, either way, I'd have to, with the water I have, either way, I'm probably going to have it bubbling for a day or two. But I just so that it gases off and the pH stabilizes, because I don't know what it is, but my water is very, very funky. Which once he said what he has, I'm like, yep, that's exactly what I have. I think because we live so close to each other, we get it from the same source. So I'm pretty sure our water is the exact same, because I was listening to him on Rico Stan's video, and he said that his TDS is 30 and like 8 point something out of the tap, and I'm like, yep, exactly my problem.
But when you let it sit, something gases off, or it doesn't have.
It goes down. It goes down to like 6 point something, because it's only like 3 GH and like 1 KH or something like that.
Yeah, so it's not real stable there as far as the
so
carbonate.
It's definitely not stable.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm like, you have to gas it off. That's why I got the bucket. Although I need like 2 more of them. I don't have the room in my room, because I got the 8 or 9 tanks now in here.
So what minerals do you add to have the neocardinia?
So since I've got almost somewhat RODI water, and I don't want to have to, I haven't invested in an RODI unit, because if I got one, I'd want a RODI unit that was gonna last me a while. So I'd probably buy one of the more expensive ones if I was to do it. But I haven't done it yet. But what I usually do is I get actually I have some here. Where's the right here. So I just bought some more because I've pretty much used it all up. But since I've got really, really soft... Okay, where do you want to go? Up, in, or out? Up, Kels. Because I've got really soft water, I use Shrimp Mineral GHKH Plus from... I think it's... I forget where it's from. I think it is just Shrimp Mineral.
Okay.
But yeah, so I got some of this, and I usually do it to about 100 or 150 or 175 to about 250 is what I try and swing between.
Oh, okay.
For TDS.
Right on.
And they weren't doing the best before, but they've been doing just fine now. I think the problem before was the way I was told to acclimate them was just to plop and drop, and I don't like doing that with shrimp, especially because originally I didn't use this, and so going from soft water, which they can live in, they just don't thrive, and then going to harder, or going from hard water to soft water, which they can live, they just can't thrive in. I think that was what the problem was.
Yeah. I mean, a big shock like that, a big change in environment.
Especially if you just plop and drop, which was what the instructions had said.
Yeah. But yeah, it sounds like they're doing better recently, and that's kind of it was kind of my experience with neocardinia as well. Is that when I first started them, I think I bought a batch from somebody just local off of Craigslist or something, and they didn't take off. And then Chris from Multi Tank Addiction, he gave me a bag of some of his, and then they kind of exploded from there. But you got a couple of fancy colors there. I just got the cherry shrimp.
Yeah. I have I have Lucas Brett's Blue Dream Neocardinia.
Nice.
The A team. I bought 20 of those. I have his fire reds, and I have his yellows. I had his oranges, but I didn't like how translucent they were. So I ended up not keeping them.
Cool.
But
what's your favorite out of the three you got now? The blues. What'd you say? Fire reds, blues, and yellows. Blue Dreams.
So I like my Blue Dreams, although they're not. They don't take off quite as. They haven't taken off quite as much. They're actually doing a lot better.
Nice.
Then I'd say my next favorite is the Fire Reds.
Awesome.
And I don't do, especially for the shrimp tanks, I don't really do water changes on them. I'll top off, but that's about it. Especially for the Neocardina tanks. I've done quite a bit, but usually I only do like, 10% water change, if that, on them.
Real small water changes.
But I only do that like once a month or so.
Yeah, not quite as frequently. Yeah,
I really don't
kind of do the same thing. Yeah, depending on what's going on in the tank,
I really should learn when I put the stuff in my tanks. I should put I should boil them beforehand. Although I know my dad probably wouldn't like that. Hey.
Oh, what do you mean, like as far as like wood goes and stuff like that?
Well, so one of the things that I like putting in them is catappa leaves and other tannins, like catappa leaves and
the botanicals and stuff like that.
Yeah, I like putting in botanicals. And I need to remember that I need to boil them beforehand, because I really don't like that tannic water.
Yeah, I don't think I've boiled. I guess I have before, but usually when I use a catappa leaf, I just rinse it off in some hot water beforehand. I don't like fully bring it to a boil, and it's it's probably safer to go ahead and boil it. But yeah, I don't know. But I've been guilty.
Then I've also heard that defeats the purpose.
You're gonna take out a lot of those tannins by boiling it. There's a lot of evidence that some of that stuff has, and maybe these kind of microorganisms that are beneficial to your system will still grow in there after they've been boiled. If I did boil them, I would bring it to a boil for a very short period of time. Because it's going to break it down pretty quick, and that leaf's going to start degrading in your tank faster. Which, depending on what you want, maybe that might be a good thing, right?
Nice. Let us know how it goes, Dee. I also got some green babaltes from him, and I haven't seen them lately.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes with shrimp, I think I was telling somebody this about a mono shrimp the other day, that, you put them in the tank and they're, pretty small, and then they disappear for months on end. You never see them, and then you come back and they're like, they show up one day and they're huge. You're like, oh my God, what is that thing? Oh yeah. I put a mono shrimp in there a long time ago.
It's always crazy to me. I'm like, oh, wait, I don't have any more, because they do hide, and I don't know whether they got outcompeted, because I did get some shrimp from Brian at Detroit Shrimp, which was really? He had to go to Aquashella Chicago. He did several sales of his shrimp.
Oh, nice. To generate some cash.
So, of course, me being me, I couldn't pass up getting some Babaltis. I only got like 5 or 6, but I did get a few.
Yeah, a lot of times when I've tried to start a shrimp colony, I've started with 6. It's a little riskier that way. In fact, the Caradinia, the crystal shrimp, crystal bread shrimp that I got, yeah, I started out with 6 of those, and then I think that they had like a bad molt, and I lost like 2 of them. So now I'm down to 4. I think I got 2 males, 2 females, but was thinking about getting a couple of extra and making sure that, you know, hopefully those things take off. But at least, you know, I got the RO water now, and I'm just gonna mix in some GH booster from Nylock G. I guess that's all I need to do, and I should be.
Jason, how are you? Sorry.
Oh yeah, no problem. I appreciate you giving the chat some attention. You know, I haven't quite mastered that, and I start reading the comments, and I get stuck way up. You know, I think there's a little chunk of scrolling for me to catch up.
Yeah. No, I've been. Luckily, it's. Oh, I'm sorry, Jason. Hope you get a good night's sleep, though. It's only 8:30, but I know you probably get up very early, so. He says he's tired.
Is that Redfish Bluefish?
Jason from Redfish Bluefish.
Oh, right on. Thanks for coming by, Jason.
Let's see. But he, what is BD? I'm not quite sure what. Unless I'm just totally blanking on the names again.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. There are people using abbreviations again, like last night in your stream.
Yeah, and I have it goes way over my head. When
at least S here, he made it easy on everybody. It's real easy to abbreviate him. But yeah, you know, that I think that's a good point there that he makes when it comes down to getting some good genetics sometimes. In addition, of course, to, you know, whatever you do with them when you get them. And yeah, I mean, it's a somewhat of a gamble each time you start keeping new pets that you're not as familiar with, you know. But, you know, we try to be as prepared as we can, or build their environment to what we can, what we have resources to do.
But yeah, I spent way too much on shrimp.
Yeah. See, I'm so cheap that I'll buy 6, you know, and then see if that takes off.
Well, from what they said, you're supposed, the more the better, especially if you're going to breed them.
Sure. Yeah.
So of course, I bought 20 of each.
Wow.
And I bought all 4 types, and I'm still waiting for them. I'm hoping they'll take off. They've been actually doing a lot better, but I'm just waiting for that colony to grow.
Yep.
Jason, I will disagree with you on that one. Although, for the most part, you are right.
Oh, here we go. So Jimmy P had some good luck with Flip Aquatics. Rob there. Right on. What's Dee Dee say? Got my shrimp from Detroit Shrimp and Aquatics in July. So far, so good. In the past, mine have just disappeared in a couple of months. I see one very, very buried tonight. Fingers crossed. Right on. We're hoping good luck to you, Deborah.
But yeah, I spent a ton on my Neocaridina. I got 20 of each of, I think I bought 20 yellows, 20 blues, 20 reds, and 20 oranges. The oranges I didn't really keep because I didn't want to keep a tank for them because they weren't quite as solid in color as I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
The snails are taking over.
Yeah, this is
World,
kind of an interesting thought. I don't know. I guess you start once the water reaches 212 degrees. Once it's boiling, I'd imagine it's gonna start killing a lot of things pretty quickly. But I mean, maybe there's wood is porous, right? So there could be stuff that's embedded into that wood and stuff like that. And then yeah, also drying out in the sun. A lot of things that can live in an aquarium, well, they need to be wet, right? To for them to live and thrive. And so, drying things out in the sun is, yeah, I think sounds like a logical thing to do to me. And so sometimes, I've done kind of both things. Is that yeah, I'll get it up to a boil, then let the water cool all the way down, and then stick it out in the sun there to dry out. And so kind of yeah, both of those things. But yeah, all sorts of people do all sorts of things, and a lot of people have success. I think it's nice to have wood in an aquarium. This tank is probably one of the few aquariums that I have that doesn't have any wood. It's just all plants, some dragonstone that I've had for a long time. Unfortunately, the dragonstone is covered in Java moss. So that's one piece of advice I would give to people is to keep mosses away from dragonstone, because it really covers up all that beautiful stone and whatnot. Some rocks, like I really like the mosses, Java moss, or if you have some fancier mosses and stuff, or less common stuff.
Won't bleach kill them? Depending on how much you use, won't bleach kill them?
Oh, kill what?
Ivy plants.
Oh, people do like
reset
bleach dips. People do bleach dips and stuff, but there is, it looks like Jason's tired and he might have rolled out of here already. But that's a good resource because he has done a stream. And so if you go to Redfish Bluefish and search his channel,
yeah, I've seen that one.
He's got some information on kind of his preference of chemical to use and some other alternative ones. So like several different things that you can obtain from the hardware store basically, and sterilize your plants if you're concerned about that. But yeah, I've seen people do bleach as well, and I think as long as you do a correct amount of bleach and the dip for a correct amount of time, then yeah, you could have some success with that. You probably want to rinse them real well in heavily dechlorinated water, so just dose a fair amount of Safe or Prime or whatever you're using there, and let things gas off to make sure that you're not putting bleach in your tanks and stuff, of course.
Yeah.
All right, everybody go to redfishbluefish.shop and check out what the new stuff tomorrow. You heard it here first. Got the inside scoop. So 4 a.m. tomorrow. So he's got to be talking Pacific time. So yeah.
What about 4 a.m.?
I bet Jason is tired. Looks like he's gonna upload some of his new shipment onto his website, Redfish Bluefish.
Cool. Nice.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, geez, Bateson. Yeah, I want to go when I come to Portland. So I was actually going to show my tanks really quickly, if you didn't mind.
Oh, yeah. I like that.
And I'll jump on my phone. So give me just a sec.
All right. Let me know if you need me to do anything. Commercial fishing. I am unfortunately allergic to shellfish, but I love it. I wish I could eat it. much more often than I do, which is, yeah, pretty much none these days.
Ryan, can you let me up?
Oh, okay, here we go. So remove that one and add that one. All right, you're muted, but I think I did it.
Yes, you did.
I did it. Nice.
So here is the angelfish aquarium. I think I did mute myself. Okay, good.
How do I make your screen like big?
Top right, there's you just
I made me big. Whoa.
Yeah. So top right on my screen, top right, there's the 3 dots.
Let's
Top
see.
right,
Let's get
when
you
you
back
hover
on
over
here.
it. When you hover over my screen, the 3 dots.
Solo layout?
Solo layout. Yep.
All right. Solo.
So here is my 55-gallon. I've got 6 angelfish in here.
Awesome.
Of course.
How big they getting?
Where the heck are they right now? Of course they're hiding. They are a little bit. They're like a $50 size. There's one right there.
Nice. I remember talking to you a while back, and they're probably like quarter size or something.
Yeah,
that's cool. I figured they're getting bigger.
There we go. Oh wait, what happened?
I'm just playing with stuff now. Here we go. Solo.
So here are the angels. I just turned on the light, so I wasn't sure if it was me or you. So there's one of them right there.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm. They're like a $50 size almost.
Yeah, at least it looks like. Cool.
And you get a really good view of it right there.
Oh, nice. There's the mud skipper.
I just did a water change.
That's how like I've seen like Kenny sitting a lot of times. Sometimes they're out and stuff, but a lot of times it seems like they just like to poke their little eyeballs up out of the water and scope out what's going on, see if any food comes their way.
So from what I've heard, they like about 70 or 80% of the time out of the water, but they do like moisture. And I've noticed that mine does likes being right where it was. Where'd it go?
Yeah, just hanging out there on the beach in the water.
But yeah, so it likes being right there.
Mm-hmm.
But
that's awesome.
Really, at least along that area. Then I have this tank that I'm getting ready for it. I have my super red plecos. I made a few caves for them. That one I made as ceramics. I actually made that one too. But these are the 3, I think 2 or 3. Yeah, the 3 other ones are all made out of polymer clay. But this one's made out of actual ceramic clay pottery. And then
there's one of your little guys there. Is that Super Red?
Yep. So I've got my Super Red and Citrus or bristlenose plecos in here. And then, of course, I haven't fed them, so they're not out. But I've got a bunch of CPDs in here.
Oh, I saw some in the back there, I think.
Yeah, they're in the very back. They're hiding
a
little bit because I haven't fed them.
Yep.
But there is the CPD tank. Let's see. There we go. And then I've got a bunch of redwood floaters. And I think that's I had some Java moss and other plants that I put in here. I
Nice.
think guppy grass. But yeah, they're
Okay. Yep.
there.
Yep.
But I want to get more. I have a bunch in here. Oh, there one is. Yep, there they go. So now they're swimming around. This one is more bristlenose plecos. I think these are chocolates. They're just the common ones. I got some gold mystery snails. I took out a bunch of the Val.
Oh, cool.
I have some bettas in here.
Oh yeah, that's all that value ripped out of that.
Yep.
That tank you at the Mudskip brand right now, right?
I have guppies in here. And
Okay.
I have the plecos in here.
Nice, yeah.
And some plecos, bettas, a few mystery snails. Actually, there's a clutch right there, which I need to talk to Roxanne about because I have no clue how to incubate them or get them to hatch. But
yeah, they probably some videos you can go check out, huh?
Yeah, I've tried looking up videos and I've been not successful.
Okay.
But yeah, right. A bunch of gold mystery snails. And then this tank is my fire red Neo tank. So I've got a bunch of them in here.
Oh yeah, I see them there.
But yeah, these are actually really nice. They're the ones from Lucas Brett's, and they are really nice. And then, of course, I was talking about them, but I couldn't find them. Now I do. Right there is a green Babalti. I don't know. Can you see it? Is it focusing?
Yeah, it's on like the side of the rock there.
It's on the side of the little dish that I made.
Oh, okay. You made your own little feeding dish too?
Well, it's like $10 for one feeding dish.
Yeah.
Glass feeding dish. So I figured I might as well make one.
In my opinion, the one you make there is so much cooler, you know? And
so I made
it looks more natural to me, you know?
Yeah. So I made that. So there's this tank. I don't like all the pest snails, but hey. But yeah, so here I'm trying to find a fire red, but of course they're all hiding.
Oh, I see a couple of them there.
There's one right there.
Yep, on the mat and filter there.
Yeah, there's a few in here, or there's several in here. There's one right there.
Is that Eco Complete you got in there?
Yep, it's. Oh, here's one too. Even better view.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's black Eco Complete that I got.
I think that's a nice choice especially for those red shrimp.
I use quite a bunch of quite a lot more than I thought I need. I think I use like
you got a 20. Nice deep substrate there. You know, it'd make
otherwise happy. Otherwise, for me, the plants just get way too easily uprooted.
Yep.
So that's why I did that. And then, as you said, I've got the mat and filter on here. I got a bunch of the snails I need to pull out, but
you got a little Java fern there. You could try it over there in your 40 breeder if you wanted.
I've thought about that.
Yep.
I have thought about that, but I'd rather just get some more and put. I don't know. It's in here and it's doing all right, so I don't want to disturb it too much. But
right, yeah. And if you're going to try like the immersed grown, you know, and attach them to wood or rock or whatever it is, some ceramics, then you know, buying one of those from the store that like Petco and PetSmart, they sell them like in those little tubes and stuff.
Yeah, they do.
And so those are already kind of immersed grown, you know, for the most part. And so, you wouldn't have to, you know, this plant, you may have to convert back away from it, and where that might be an easier transition for some of those other new plants, so to speak.
No, you're right. Thank you. That is a good idea.
Yeah.
So then this is, again, my very tannic water. I just put a bunch of them in here. And then I have my blue dreams. They're actually doing very well. I'm very happy. Here's one of them. These are all from...
Awesome.
Well,
I think I saw a little baby too.
Yeah. So I got some from Lucas Brett's.
Yep.
And then I got some from Detroit Shrimp. But they're in here.
Awesome.
And
yeah, that was a beautiful shrimp.
They're doing quite well. But
yeah, and you got the light colored sand for them.
What?
You got the light colored sand for them because they just like that black kind of.
You get lost in there. You never see them. Mm-hmm. If I use the dark sand, no, I'd never see them. Yeah. For the oranges, which I should have used black, but for this tank, I did white, and for the other tank, I did white. For this tank, for this tank, and then the oranges, I did white, which is what he had suggested. And then for the other one, I did black for the red and the yellow. So let me step up.
Awesome, man.
1 second.
Appreciate you sharing.
So one more. Here it is. Here is the yellow Neocaridina tank. So I've got a bunch of stuff just growing all wild in here. This tank actually is doing pretty well.
Wow, yeah, it looks beautiful. It's getting pretty densely planted there.
Yeah, more duckweed than I want on top. But
yeah.
Overall,
man, that's when I kept the most shrimp is when I had duckweed.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't like the look of the duckweed.
My colony was bigger when I had duckweed for sure.
But yeah, so I have yellow Neocaridina in here, which I'm trying to find, but it's so densely planted. Usually they're on the matin filter, but there's one.
I think if Neocaridina can't find anything else to eat that's more convenient or tastier, that they will graze on duckweed roots. And
really,
obviously
I've never seen them up there.
Really? Yeah, mine
I've
would
never
be up
seen
there.
mine up there.
In fact, when I was getting rid of my duckweed, I kind of wonder how many shrimp I might have thrown in the garbage. Hopefully none, but hard to say.
So there's one of my yellow Neocaridina.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
And I got all of them. Oh, there's another.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Right there. Can you
one
see
on
it?
The matin filter, one on the Nubius leaf there.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So there's some.
Awesome.
I swear I have some. It's just they're all hiding, and it's so densely planted. But yeah, so I've got a bunch of different ones in here. So yeah, that's all of my tanks that are set up. But yeah.
So Bates in here says that he switched from the duckweed to hornwort. My shrimp seem to like it a lot more. Yeah, that's
a good idea. Yeah, I've got some hornwort in mine.
They can crawl, just the duckweed, they crawl along the bottom of it. But with the hornwort, there's a lot more structure for them. So
that's why I have
that makes a lot of sense.
Some hornwort, some guppy grass. I think those are most of the plants. Some Anubias, some Java fern. But I want some more stem plants. I don't have a ton of stem plants, and I'd like to get a few more.
Yeah.
But yeah, these are my yellows.
Well, I don't know if you can wait till Fishtoberfest, but I should have some there. And I'm sure
I know.
will too.
I was asking you if I could get some. So yeah, I'm definitely going to get some from you.
J Rock does stuff is in the house.
All right, I'm gonna go back on my computer. I'll be right back.
All right. I'll remove you. Oh, you removed yourself. Good deal. And then I'll add Kevin back to the stream there, like I know what I'm doing.
Okay, I think you guys can hear me, but I can't hear myself. There we go.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hey, J-Rock, doing pretty well.
I can't
Thanks
see
for having me on,
your screen though right now. I don't know. Your camera.
What?
I can't see your camera anymore. Maybe it's something I did.
Hey, Trent. Can you guys see me?
Do you see Kevin?
Because otherwise I'll leave and then come back.
They're talking about Battis in here. Oh, there you are. You're back.
Okay, I guess it was just delayed.
Needed a
nice,
yeah. Bit.
I've thought about getting some.
My angels, I don't feed them on Wednesdays during the day, so hopefully that they'll join the stream. Otherwise, they'll just go hide in the back.
Huh?
Kind of cruel.
So
huh?
Wednesday is your one day that you don't feed?
Well, I'm gonna feed them and all the other fish when we're done here.
I love those Altums.
Yeah, me too.
They look so cool.
Yeah, I feel real lucky to have them, for sure.
They are tiny hate machines. Huh.
Here's what J-Rock's doing today, or right now. Yeah, when they were showing off your tanks, they're talking about Battis in here, and I don't know much about Scarlet Battis or Battis or whatever.
I thought Battis is. I thought Battis is. I thought it was Battis. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what this scientific name.
Yeah, maybe one of them's a scientific name
Scarlet
and the other's a common name or something, or are they two different fish? You know, that's how much I know.
Sure Battis is Scarlet Battis. I could be wrong because again, I don't have them, so I don't really need to know that. But yeah,
right. J-Rock does more stuff, dropping the gas tank on his car to replace the fuel pump. Oh wow, yeah.
Okay.
Interesting how they make. I guess probably a lot of cars are probably made that way, that you'd have to remove the gas tank to get to the fuel pump. I guess I've seen some where maybe you can get through the trunk or the back seat, but they probably tend to keep that kind of firewall there, so nothing terrible can happen.
So apparently Scarlet Battis is Dario. But
yeah, okay.
Battis is a blue perch.
There we go.
Again, I've never kept them, so I have no idea. But
yeah, me neither.
I'm just listening to chat.
Yeah, I think when I used to watch like the fish unboxings on the co-op, they get some of those fishes sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah, I watched some of those live streams. They do. Jimmy's done a great job with the filming.
Oh yeah,
too.
Yeah, I mean that guy's a master. It's been a long time since I've seen one of his videos. I probably don't have like notifications turned on or anything, but I used to talk about editing and stuff. And Stephen P here, he does a fantastic job too. But and what Lori's done with some of your videos and stuff, cool stuff.
Yeah, Posiwi's done great.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
And she enjoyed it, so I keep on giving her more and more and more, and sending them to her because I'm like, nope, not doing videos. I can't do editing. I get a headache. I don't like movement, so that's why I hate when like I watch videos and it's not either on a gimbal or it's not stabilized, like with a tripod or something. I just get a
I
headache.
need to get a gimbal. I watched some of my little tank tour stream, and it makes. I probably made some people sick. I was making myself a little sick, you watching that. But yeah, that's something I need to invest in.
Doing the
And I've
editing
been
is
trying to
always
get a little bit better about the editing and stuff. I used to edit everything on my phone, and man, I get so frustrated trying to make little tiny changes on this little screen and stuff like that. And so finally I got a real program to edit things on. But learning that thing is just a lot to learn there for sure.
There's so many features, more features on the computer, because most of the ones on the phone are pain in the butt to use, or they have way more limited options. But I will say the convenience is a little bit easier, because then I don't have to take
you don't have to move the file around anywhere
everywhere
and stuff. You can just record it on your phone, edit it on your phone, post it on your phone.
I need to get a gimbal.
Of course, that's easier than it sounds.
I need to get a gimbal before I come to Fishtoberfest, because I believe Fishtoberfest is the beginning of October, which it's October.
J-Rock saved himself some cash there. That's for sure.
It's October 10th, whereas Aquashella Dallas is end of October. So
wow, look at you. You're spoiled, Kevin.
I need to get a stabilizer before that. Yeah, I know.
As long as you know. Oh, Shanna's here.
Hey, Shanna. Hope you're well tonight. Yeah, we've been talking about fishies and showing my tanks off.
Yeah, I got to see Kevin's tanks a little bit and talk about all sorts of fishy goodness. And we got this.
I know, right? Although that's me, Steven, with my fat fingers trying to type. Or just using Surrey. It was nice meeting you like a week or so ago. I know Larry was disappointed that he didn't get to meet you, but
that he missed it.
I was very excited to be able to tease Larry about that a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
Just because I can.
Of course, it was awesome to see S's very nice tanks, beautiful tanks, and beautiful fishes. He
really does.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. Well, this is my longest stream ever, man.
I know. I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's all good. I had a blast, but I think I'm gonna wrap it up.
Yeah, thank you. I don't know how. I can never do an hour stream and cut it off. I always have to go longer. So thank you. Thank you for having me up, and much appreciated. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was fun, and thanks for coming on here. And
of course.
People, I put down in the description here Kevin's channel. So if anybody's catching this on the replay, go over there, check out what he's doing. Check out those little videos that I talked about, and consider hitting the subscribe button. And Kevin, he streams like probably average 6-7 times a week, at least 5 times a week, I think, right?
5 times, if not 6. 3 getting in there with a hashtag Saturday morning cartoons.
Oh yeah. Gotta promote Terry's thing that he started with Shanna and Jason, and that's been a lot of fun
Lurker Nation. Lurker Nation, hello, Travis. I'm assuming
Oh,
he was
yeah.
lurking.
Yeah, maybe.
Thank you,
Maybe he
guys.
just stopped by, you know. Mm-hmm.
Thank you all for joining us. It was very nice. Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
Hope I didn't
appreciate it.
talk your ear off too much.
Hope you
Thank
didn't
you.
what?
I said, I hope I didn't talk your ear off too much.
Oh, no,
Thank you.
no. It was
I had
good.
a
It was
lot
a
of
good
fun.
conversation. Appreciate you being here.
Of
But yeah,
course. It was fun doing it.
I think that's about it. So, yeah, thanks for stopping by here another Wednesday night. And next week, I believe the plan is to have Stephen P. 2003 here. If he's
Awesome.
still available and everything. So, yeah, that should be a lot of fun too. And yeah, everybody have a
Right on,
wonderful
right on.
Wednesday night. And I'm sure I'll see y'all later.
Have a good one, all. Bye. And I guess I need to call him because he left and did not end the stream. He left his own stream. How dare he? I guess I get to take over his stream. I don't even think he knows what he did. Patty. Not even picking.